So Piggy Book 2 Chapter 10 released like 2 days ago, and or more for like 3 days ago, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on the chapter. So let's get right into it. So first thing that I've noticed chapter 10 is that it's not the biggest map. So don't expect a really big map. It's not the biggest. Another thing that I found interesting was that you use like basically every item. It's really crazy how just like every item. Now, in the footage in the background is chapter 10, so that's like, so you know, pretty obvious. And the bot for this chapter is a spider that's in the footage, and that spider is actually terrifying. I'm pretty sure it's 625 coins, no Piggy tokens, to buy it. And there was also a Fina, that's how you say it, skin. Now, in this alleyway that I'm showing, you can get stuck there, so don't do that. So, my thoughts on the chapter was that I realized that there's a problem. Robbie, I get why he would use gas in a way, but at the same time, it's a robot. Wouldn't he use batteries instead? Another thing that I like is that the bot places slow traps instead of the default trap, so it makes it a bit more interesting as you're seeing to dodge them. Now, the NPC for this map to kill Piggy, there's no gun when it's no trader, and Robbie goes for Piggy, and Robbie can get stuck sometimes, and so does the code get bugged out. But that's like the only bad thing about chapter 10, the code bugging out. And as you can see, the spider, you get another close look at it. Chapter 10 has some really close corners, and there's not really a lot of areas to hide. So, if it's a bot and you're the only player, she'll kind of be on you for a while. But you know, you can still, if you don't have hard mode on, you can still sprint pretty easily. Another thing that I like that has been happening in the new maps is that when you use the hammer, you get the plank. So it's kind of like one of the boards uses the plank in a way, and I think that's really cool. And another thing that I've noticed is the cutscenes. The cutscenes have been getting way better, in my opinion. Because like we have animations now how the dude man, as Queecraft calls him, is moving around more. He and Pony actually sits down on the bench instead of just standing by it. And there's also talking animations. Like in book 1 there was none of this. And then and that's all the thing. Like in book 2 it has made the maps better. Because book 2 maps are so different from one another. It's cool because in book 1, all maps were kind of the same. It was kind of the same thing, where it was kind of like the layout was kind of the same. It felt kind of the same, but all of these maps feel very different. And that's another cool thing that I like. Book 2 has added so many new things to build mode. I mean, not build mode, to Piggy, that it's amazing. Like, there are so much more details on the map. Like, the map details are just better. And now in Piggy, before you used to always use the same items over and over again. Red key, green key, blue key, etc. You would always just use those keys. But in book 2, there's more things, like a shovel. Or what else do we have? We have a shovel, or what else? A candle. I'm pretty sure candles were in book 1. They were only for Mr. Stitchy to do. But yeah, we have a candle, and the doors are in Piggy. All doors in book 1 used to basically be the same. In book 1, chapter 11 and chapter 12's doors were different, and so was City's door. But those are like the only different exits. I guess chapter 2 too. But all the exits were always get hammer, wrench, and white key, and you escape. And that was really just over and over again. The map layout was kind of different sometimes, but it just felt the same. But in book 2, everything is so different. It's amazing. And also the bots are different. Like now it's not just animals. And Spadilla looks epic. I know PHL Films did her animations, and PHL Films is a really good animator, so that makes it good too. So, on conclusion, Piggy Book to Chapter 10 was one of my favorite chapters. I think it's brought so much story to the table, and the animations too of the ending cutscenes were just amazing. And the shocking ending at the end, if the savior ending, the shocking one with Dude Man, that was also amazing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Chapter 10. So I'll see you next time. So subscribe and good.